Before presenting my research, I would like to ask you to close your eyes for 5 seconds and focus on the sensation. Do you feel burning, itchiness, or a sandy grit? Now open your eyes and look directly to the nearest light that you can find. That discomfort is a sign of unstable tear film. According to the American Optometric Association, up to 90% of screen users suffers from eye strain, and up to 33% of young adults suffer from dry eye syndrome globally. My name is Jocelyn, and as a medical student, my investigation is to what extent is the use of electronic devices for more than 5 hours a day is related to dry eye syndrome in young adults from ages 18 up to 25 years. My proposal is if young adults use their electronic devices for more than 5 hours a day, their blink rate will decrease by 50% compared to the normal average. I formulate this hypothesis based on the neurophysiology of our body. Visual fixation inhibits the blink rate, and this will cause a lack of lubrication. It will also cause inflammation of the ocular surface, and it will accelerate the evaporation of the tear film. On the other hand, our null hypothesis will determine that there is no correlation between the screen time and these physiological changes. That's why this investigation is going to determine which of these hypotheses has more weight. I will conduct an analytical cross-sectional study with a control group using non-probability sampling. For this study, I will use the strobe norms. These ones are going to be helpful to create a checklist and also identify our variables. I will also use an OSDI questionnaire and the screen time function of the cell phones or electronic devices to avoid recall bias. I will also apply the strict exclusion criteria to avoid and eliminate confounding variables, so we can ensure the transparency in the results. This will also follow the strobe norms or guidelines because it will provide a solid documentation for future publications. This project aims to raise awareness in a generation that lives through screens. I invite you to join my proposal to lay the foundations of clinical prevention. Thank you so much for your attention, and I invite you to see the future more clearly.